On. Let me see.
I think that they saved it. They said, sorry. They having somebody coming in and
Yeah.
they started it.
Hang on a second. Ah, there she is. All right, let's go ahead and swear everybody in.
Let me see if I can remember.
Good morning, everybody. All rise and raise your right hand.
Todos de pie y que levanten la mano derecha.
Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? If so, say I do.
Jura decir la verdad y nada más que la verdad. Si es así, diga lo juro.
All right, let's go ahead and swear in Jesus as well.
Good morning, interpreter. Do you swear that you will well and faithfully interpret from English to Spanish, Spanish to English, the questions asked and the answers given to the best of your ability, and that you have such ability?
Yes, I do. Jesus Felipe, certified court interpreter. Thank you. Good morning, Your Honor.
All right, good morning, everyone. I'm Judge Wolfson. We're going to begin with the out-of-state extradition calendar. I see Miss Anna Romas, Assistant State Attorney, and I'm going to call up Carlotta Wagwood.
He's at Washington.
Okay. I'm going to sign the order granting the motion to quash. Rydell Diaz.
Your Honor, he previously signed, we're checking if his locals are closed, he had traffic, if correction can advise.
Corrections, are the traffic matters closed? Actually, yeah, I don't see anybody again. Corrections, can you hear us?
Yes, yes, Your Honor, we can hear you. We're trying to find out who's the PD. Hold on.
Oh, okay.
So Judge, it looks like we've been Zoom bombed. I disabled the chat.
Yes, I was just gonna tell you about that.
Be careful about who you promote
Yeah.
to a panelist. And I'll try to do my best to, promote officers, victims, and attorneys.
Nessa, can we disable the question and answer function?
I could try.
That is being used as well.
Okay, I could try, I don't know, let's see. Okay, I could do that. Perfect, done.
Thank you, guys. Is it me or is it always like this, where it was like a whack-a-mole game? We're ready, but we're really not ready. I don't-
Like, box of chocolate.
Maybe it's me. I don't know.
Hey, Judge, I'm used to having the state attorney in the courtroom so I can look at the A form. Things have changed.
Things are changed. Yep, yep, yep.
We don't have any, no new cases in extradition, Your Honor.
Thank you. I mean, I'm not in a big hurry. This is what I get paid to do, but sitting here staring into space is not my favorite thing.
I told them 15 times. You want me to ask her what she's like?
No, leave her be. All right. Who's our public defender today?
Good morning, Your Honor. Assistant Public Defender Catherine DeRico.
Good morning, Mr. Rego. All right. So the question that we had for correction, is that Mr. Rydell Diaz?
Yes.
Yes,
Your
this is
Honor?
Reino Diaz.
You speak English, sir?
Español.
Spanish?
Yes. Jesus Felipe is present.
All right. So officer, you want to repeat what you said earlier?
Yes, Your Honor. It seems like he's got traffic open. If correction can verify, do they have an next court date for his traffic case?
Aparentemente tiene acusaciones de tráfico pendiente a ver si la
Yo, my nigga, my balls itch, bro. My balls itch. My balls. You have been talking about the DPRK, bro. My balls itch. Free young.
I think we're gonna have to log off and log back on.
Yeah.
I got tricked by that one.
Yep.
You up already?
Gotta be to this Daniels, his friend.
All right. So
I don't know.
should I just end the meeting?
Yes.
Okay.
You want me to tell Janet?
Like all of the identifying information. It says the defendant with her phone number, her email, her billing address, and her social security number. The only thing that I believe was used was the victim's MasterCard, which would go to count 2, fraudulent use of a credit card. So I'd
Está
argue
or-
for CC for count 3.
Entonces está argumentando la abogada que en sí lo que sí dice es que usó lo que se refiere el uso de su información personal, su seguro social, las otras tarjetas de identificación. Lo único que no era suyo aparentemente era la tarjeta de crédito que sí era que se supone que era de la otra persona. Pero entonces está pidiendo a la abogada que no hay motivos fundados para lo demás.
Ms. F?
So I think that using the credit card number, I think that would qualify as personal identification information.
The other portion that I'm looking at is the phone number and email account that is what is behind the credit card as well. I think it could qualify.
Right, credit card number is specifically enumerated.
Okay. I do probable cause. Do you have any release arguments? Actually, let me just ask Ms. F, do you object to pretrial services?
That's fine, Judge.
It's going to be pretrial services, alternate 2,500 on count 1, Pretrial services alternate 2,500 on count 2. Pretrial services alternate 2,500 on count 3. Pretrial services alternate 2,500 on count 4. And there's also a stay away order. You have to stay away from Angelica Leon. Do you understand that?
Usted se tiene que mantener alejada de Angélica León. Your Honor, I wasn't able to get I understand it's house arrest on all of them, but
Pretrial,
House services.
not house, pretrial.
it is pretrial. Dice que le va a conceder libertad adicional a través del programa pretrial en cada una de las acusaciones y también tiene una fianza alterna por si acaso.
And I'm sorry about that, Jesus. I went rattling it off very quickly. I apologize.
Thank you. There's a little bit bad weather where I live, so where I am connected, so sometimes the sound doesn't reach me well.
No problem.
Thank
Ma'am, do you understand you have to stay away from Angelica Leon?
¿Entiende usted que se tiene que mantener alejada de Angélica León? ¿Entiende?
She said yes.
All right, good luck, ma'am.
Muy buena suerte, señora.
Jimmia Burks, we're going to add a charge.
I don't think it's aggravated.
Okay.
I agree with the state
Your
judge.
Honor, she refused court.
Want to waive her presence?
Counsel, can I go ahead and make a PC finding? Counsel?
Yes, sorry, could you repeat that?
Yes, do you waive her appearance so I can go ahead and make a PC finding?
Yes, Judge.
PC for misdemeanor battery, first degree felony, $500.
Battery on a detainee, so it's a 3rd-degree felony, but
Oh,
$500
that-
is fine.
I apologize. It's F3. I'm going to still set it at 500. Melissa Palenzuela. Palenzuela.
Your Honor, she refused court.
It looks like she was out on felony bond anyways. I'll stipulate
She
to
is.
$1 on the escape. We usually don't charge that.
Counsel, are you on board with that?
Judge, first I just want to argue that there's no PC for the escape charge.
I
at
agree,
all.
but she's being held anyways. Do you want the dollar or the ROR?
I mean, we'll take the $1, but I just want to make it clear for the record that I don't believe there's probable cause for the charge of escape.
Bond is set at $1.
And then on the other case, Judge, there is probable cause for tampering with the monitor.
Let's see, oh, I see it now. Sorry, it was attached. So $1 on each of those.
She'll see her judge on Monday.
Sorry,
She'll see her judge on Monday.
Judge Block. Antonisha Glenn.
And corrections, you're working on getting Tevin Smith?
Yes, and also she refused this defendant. And on number 47 is gonna need a Creole interpreter, so he might be coming in.
So on Antonisha Glenn, do we reset it or set a bond? She refused.
Counsel, what do you want to do?
Judge, we can proceed. I waive her presence. I just want to make PC argument.
It
Go
should be the 3rd-degree felony. Grand theft.
Yeah, just 3rd-degree grand theft. That's the only thing I wanted to do, or set rather.
PC for F3 grand theft. Bond is set at 2,500. And the stay away order they'll deal with in division. Tasha Posse. All right, good morning, ma'am. You're charged with retail theft. This looks like it's the co-defendant of the previous one. So the court finds cause for F.
Here's the last. Oh, actually, she's got a fugitive of corrections, right?
And she is a fugitive, no bond from Broward County.
Okay. Bond is going to be set at 2,500. And you are to stay away from the DSW at 19135 Biscayne Boulevard. Do you understand? I can't hear it.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Okay. Jarvis Winkfield.
Your Honor, he was on house arrest. These are added charges.
Right, so he needs to see his judge on Monday since he violated the house arrest by picking up a new case.
Is he here?
Your Honor, I'm sorry for Miss Tesha Pause. What was the bond?
2,500. And do we have Wakefield?
Present.
Morning, sir. This is an added charge.
Yes, Your Honor, he was on house arrest. He picked up this charge.
So not really added. He was out. You should see
Yep.
the judge on Monday.
On the house arrest case. You're charged with possession of controlled substance and tampering with physical evidence. Court finds probable cause. Bond is set on count 1 at 2,500, count 2, 2,500. Good luck to you, sir.
Is there a hold?
And a hold on the one that you said house arrest. You want to put that case number on the record?
It's multiple cases. It's F25 9314, 9315, 9371, 9313A, 9303.
All right, good luck to you, sir. Jose Lopez. Does Mr. Lopez speak English?
No, Mr. Lopez is a bond out.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Jonathan Cuellar.
Yes, ma'am.
And he speaks English.
Good morning.
Good morning, ma'am.
Theft, third degree, and petty theft.
Defendant has priors out of county. He was released from prison in August. It was Broward County, burglaries and theft, requesting a bond.
The court finds probable cause. Bond on count 1 is 2,500, count 2 is 500, and you're to stay away from the DSW at 19135 Biscayne Boulevard.
Your Honor, are you elevating count 2? It says 150.
No, I'm not. Sorry, I misread it. 150 on count 2. Thank you for pointing that out. Do you understand the stay away order, Mr. Cuellar?
Yes, ma'am. I'm no longer allowed to return to the DSW on 191, ma'am.
That's right. Good luck to you, sir. Luis Sanchez.
May qualify for TAP.
I did. Sorry about that. Mr. Sanchez there?
We're getting him, Judge.
Your Honor, did we request a Creole interpreter? She's trying to get in.
Okay,
Let me see. You did request a Creole interpreter.
you got it. Is that
I'm trying to look for the Creole interpreter. Who is it? Oh, I see, Mr. Dinash. Promoter.
Mr. Lopez? I mean, excuse me, Mr. Sanchez, do you speak English?
No.
No.
All right, you're charged with petty theft, 2 or more convictions.
Está usted acusado de hurto menor y de 2 condenas, 2 o más condenas.
The court finds probable cause.
Dice la juez que sí hay motivos fundados
Going to be tapped with an alternate 2,500.
y va a ser el programa TAP, la super libertad condicional bajo ese programa, $2,500 de fianza.
And a stay away order from Target
Y una orden de alejamiento de Target
at 3401 North Miami Avenue.
en el 3401 de la avenida North Miami.
You understand?
¿Ha entendido que tiene que mantenerse alejado de ahí?
Sí.
Yes.
Good luck to you, sir.
Buena suerte, caballero.
Gracias.
Thank you.
Dennis Chavez.
Yeah. How you doing, Your Honor?
Hi, how are you? You are charged with burglary, unoccupied structure, and petty theft. It appears that you're out on bond. on 4 cases in front of Judge Block. You'll go back and see him tomorrow, and there should be a hold. The court finds probable cause. Bond on count 1 is set at 2,500. Count 2 is 150. And there will be a stay away order. You have to stay away from the victim SS and the location of 542 Southwest 7th Street, Florida City. Do you understand? Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Good luck to you, sir. Corrections, are we able to pull the one for the Creole interpreter?
Your Honor, he's number 47 on the calendar.
What's the name?
While you all do that, I'm just
And
gonna take a
Bill?
break. I'll be right back.
All right.
Nessa, can I bug you for a second?
What's up?
I sent you the court, the
Okay, I
proposed
see. I
order.
see. Hold on, let me see. I'll look at it right now.
Okay.
Okay. I mean, it looks good.
I mean, if you want anything changed, we'll change it, but that's the one.
Only thing I'm gonna do is email it to the ASA assigned to the 2018 cases.
It should be the DC and Venzer handled it with me. I forget her
Okay,
name.
I'll see the DC and Benzer.
Yeah.
By the time I get to Martin, have to look at the news.
It's Jennifer Garcia.
Yeah.
And I don't think Judge Benzer's gonna have any issue with it.
This case has a long, sad,
I'm
boring
sure it
story.
does. I'm sure.
Yeah. And so it took a while to get them up to speed on it. He was accidentally released by corrections the last time he was stabilized. And then he was on the street for a while where he promptly destabilized. And we have another similar scenario where somehow he was just allowed to leave the hospital. And
It specifically says to be returned to custody upon release.
yeah,
Hopefully it'll be good.
yeah. I mean, they're not going to let him, he'll be in custody in the hospital. I mean, so. Alrighty. So then I'll just wait for the judge to pop back on and I'll just let her know that we sent it.
What I would, you may want to ask her to sign it now. So
Yeah, that's what I want her. I want her to sign it now so that corrections will take a copy.
Get the ball rolling, I know.
Yeah.
Also, I see somebody, Mr. Marino. I'm gonna promote you to a panelist, like taking a gamble.
You know what you do?
It's being bombed all morning.
Officer on deck. You know, I'll come by the gap.
All right, Mr. Marino, what do you have? How can I help you?
Hi, good morning. I'm not sure. I'm with Chad Piotrowski's firm. He asked me to log in for a case that might be on calendar that we just got retained on this morning.
Give me the name.
Bastuardo.
What is it?
Last name is Bastuardo. B as in boy, Astuardo.
ARDO. What was the first name?
Max.
Max. Okay, let me check it out. Okay, it's an out of county warrant.
Yeah.
And while I'm hijacking the airwaves, is there an assistant public defender on the platform?
Yes.
Good morning. There's a defendant that I addressed. I'm essentially doing it pro bono on the new cases. However, he's represented by the public defender on the old case. Since you're in court, the judge has agreed to sign an order for transport to central intake. Since he is a public defender client as well, would you mind making sure that corrections gets a copy of the court's order, assuming that Her Honor signs it?
You have to, that has to be signed by the judge and that has to be taken to 606. It has to be
Yeah.
stamped.
I get it. I got it.
Okay, also, can I have 1 second with counsel, Judge? So here is sorry, wrong case. 1 second. It looks, here we go. Okay, so here's your client. He's got a fugitive warrant from Volusia County for the charge of felony aggravated rioting. It's currently no bond, but if you get the ASA in Volusia County to agree to a bond, I'll assist you with preparing an order.
Okay, perfect.
And it's
Thank
just
you.
nessa.ath@miamisao.com.
Okay, was there a case number for Volusia County?
Email me and I'll send you the paperwork I have.
Okay, what was your email one more time? I
Nessa,
apologize.
NESSA, @ETH@miamisao.com.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
No worries.
Hey, Nessa, do you have a second?
The judge is back on the bench.
Oh, never mind. Okay, sorry.
What can we do next?
Judge, may I recall a
You
case
have the
briefly?
Creole interpreter.
Yeah, and nobody pulled the one when I was
It's
out.
after the Creole interpreter, we're gonna bring Smith.
Okay,
Which one's the Creole interpreter?
Number 47.
What? Who is it that needs the Creole interpreter? What number, what page?
Danville.
Danville.
47 on 14. 47 on 14.
can somebody pull it for me, please?
He's coming.
Okay.
Your Honor, while we wait for that, may I readdress a case, please?
Sorry, Eddie, were you talking?
Yes, Your Honor. Well, I don't want to interrupt. I'll wait.
Okay, let's swear in the Creole interpreter, please.
Yes, Your Honor.
Good morning. Raise your right hand. Do you swear that you will well and faithfully interpret from English to Creole, Creole to English, the questions asked and the answers given to the best of your ability, and that you have such ability? If so, say I do.
Yes, I do. Sandra Danai, certified court interpreter for the record.
Good morning.
Good
sir.
morning. Good morning, Your Honor.
This is Guito Sainville, and you
Guito
are
Saint-Ville.
grand theft, second degree.
Alors, accusation, c'est pour vol et considérer le deuxième niveau, deuxième degré.
The court finds probable cause.
Tribunal a une bonne raison pour arrestation. Hein?
Miss Eth, is there anything by way of priors that I'm not seeing?
Je demande à avocat l'État vérifier si pas gagné aucune autre arrestation avant ça.
No priors I'm aware of, but if we can see how long he's lived in Miami.
Alors, pas aucune arrestation que ouais dans le système, non? Combien de temps on vit Miami, monsieur?
Manu from FM 10.
Miami.
Manu from FM 10.
I'm going to be, in November, it's going to be 10 years.
Ms. Eth, do you have any objection to pretrial services?
He's been here 10 years without any priors. I think it's okay.
All right, so it's going to be pretrial services, alternate 5,000.
Alors, monsieur, condition pour laguer au lan, c'est soit on participe dans le programme les pretrial service là, ou bien on paye en caution de $5,000 pour laguer.
And you'll have to stay away from the Balenciaga at 151 Northeast 41st Street.
41st Street?
Yes.
Alors, c'est pour camper loin, côté qui Balenciaga, et adresse là, c'est 151 Northeast 41 Street.
You understand?
Vous comprenez ça, monsieur? Vous pas capable de tourner là?
Oui, je comprends.
Yes, I understand.
All right, good luck to you, sir.
Monsieur, bonne chance. Au revoir.
All right, Mr. Pereira, let's go back to you.
Judge, I'm sorry to interrupt. I did send a courtesy copy to Your Honor's chambers of the proposed order to transport, and Ms. Eth has also reviewed it. I don't believe there's any objection. I would ask if Your Honor would be so kind as to print and sign a copy today so that either the public defender who also represents Mr. Bruzon or myself, if I have to travel back to the courthouse to do so, I will. We can get it filed with corrections on the 6th floor, and that way we don't lose, you know, the days that between now and when they'll be able to move them. I put 10 business days from today, which is my understanding of their requirements. Obviously, I want him transported to central intake immediately, so the sooner the better.
Okay, I saw the email come in, and as soon as we are on our lunch break, I'll go up and sign it,
Yes, Your Honor.
and we'll go from there, okay?
Then if I could ask for one more great indulgence, if Your Honor's chambers would let me know when it's signed, I'm happy to travel back and get it certified in triplicate and carbon copy and cuneiform and get it to the 6th floor for processing via pneumatic tube. All right, Judge, have a great weekend.
And you'll have to do a retinal scan while you're at it, so.
Yeah, well, you know, I'll get pulled over 3 or 4 times on the way back to the courthouse anyway. I have a mustache. So everybody have a great weekend.
Okay, take care.
Bye-bye.
Gus, help.
Thank you, Miss Eth.
Have Mr.
Your Honor,
Yes, Sandra, I'm check and see if we have anybody else. Do you know of anybody else we need the Creole interpreter? Anybody?
Corrections were good.
Thank you, Sandra. Have a nice day.
yes, you too, Your Honor, thank you.
What about Mr. Reynoso's client?
Mr. Smith is coming in right now, Your Honor.
Okay, and what page was that?
Page 8.
Good morning, Your Honor. Louis Reynoso on behalf of Mr. Tevin Smith.
Good morning. Give me one moment if you would, please.
No problem, Judge.
Kevin Smith, I have it right. All right, Mr. Smith, good morning. You're charged at this time with trafficking in oxycodone, possession of more than 20 grams of marijuana, possession of a controlled substance in a place for the purpose of trafficking, possession with intent to sell controlled substance.
So Judge, this is another investigation into a smoke shop. He's working at the smoke shop where they're selling illegal narcotics. They recovered over $5,000, a shotgun, various narcotics, including a trafficking amount of oxycodone. I believe there's probable cause for armed trafficking in oxycodone, which is a non-bondable offense.
I don't see much by way of priors on this individual. If I go ahead and make just a probable cause finding as to the unarmed version, sort of based on the lack of priors, would the state have a severe objection to that?
I mean, I'll defer to the court. There is some criminal history out of Broward County.
I don't see that. What is it?
I mean, it looks like he was arrested in Broward. Let me see. He's got a conviction for fraudulent possession of personal identification, a year of probation. That was from 2017. There was an arrest for grand theft auto in 2019. I don't see the disposition. He was arrested in 23 on a burglary. It looks like it was filed. I don't have the disposition, but I can look it up.
Right now, so what are you suggesting as to a release in this case?
Your Honor, at this time, we would be requesting, he's a U.S. citizen. He has substantial family ties. He has small children. He is gainfully employed. And he does, as I said, he has family here in both Dade and Broward County. I believe that a bond would be appropriate in this case. If Your Honor is not inclined to do a monetary bond, we would be inclined to go ahead and agree to some form of monitor to assure his presence in future proceedings.
So Judge, I pulled up his Broward County history. Give me a second. It looks like he's got an open case.
Bond on count 1 is set at 10,000, count 2, 2,500, count 3, 5,000, count 4, 5,000. So that's 22,500. All right, good luck
Thank
to you,
Judge.
Thank you, Mr. Reynoso.
Have a good holiday, Judge. Thank you.
It was 10,000, 2,500.
5,000, 5,000.
Got it. It's over state's objection.
Thank you. Barry
Thank
Lee
you, Judge.
out on probation and out on bond. Mr. Johnson, good morning. You're charged with battery, 2 prior convictions. The court finds probable cause. Bond is going to be set at 2,500. There's also a stay away order from Adrian Robinson. You're to have no contact with that individual whatsoever. Do you understand that?
Can I say something?
I want to talk to your lawyer first, because you're going to go back in front of Judge Venzer tomorrow.
Monday, Your Honor.
Right, Monday. Thank you.
I'm coming in tomorrow either.
All right, next one is Marcelo Martinez. This does not look aggravated.
No, and unless I missed it, I didn't see the age.
Yeah, there's no age and it doesn't look aggravated, Judge.
You want to reset for PC hearing?
I think a battery finding is fine.
Do you speak English, Mr. Martinez?
Oh, he speaks English.
Okay. I'm finding probable cause for a misdemeanor battery. Any particular requests as far as bond or other release conditions?
Judge, it appears that he has relatively minimal contacts with the criminal justice system. I only see a conviction for disorderly intoxication and withholds on driving cases back from 2022. He does have a local address. I ask that he be released to pretrial services.
Can I order him in pretrial? It's just a misdemeanor anyways. Yeah.
She had, Judge Rodona said a bond. I see probation violations from last year in Broward County. He's arrested on a out-of-county warrant in Collier, it looks like, for that Broward VOP.
All right, bond is set at 1,000. There's also a stay away order from Serge Fortune. You're to have no contact with that individual. Do you understand that, sir? I couldn't hear.
Oh, he said yes.
Good luck to you.
Thank you very much.
So. Daniel Hernandez.
Corrections, Hernandez has a fugitive.
Hernandez has a fugitive from Volusia County with a no bond.
Yeah. Mr. Hernandez was in front of me yesterday, I think, no? Mr. Hernandez, do you speak English?
Ma'am.
You're charged with possession with intent to sell cocaine, use or display of a firearm while committing a felony, possession of controlled substance in a place for the purpose of trafficking. Oh, no, I know why, because I signed a warrant.
And Judge, I have a PC argument as count 2.
Okay, go ahead.
Judge, I understand that all of this happened because the police executed a residential search warrant in this particular case. I'd argue that given the fact that the search warrant was executed within his home, which is a private domicile, he was not, using or displaying it while committing a felony. I don't believe there's probable cause for that count.
Ms. F.
So I think maybe it should be armed possession with intent on counts 1. Rather than the use of a firearm in the commission of a felony.
Okay. No
I don't,
peace.
because he's, I don't know if council wants $1 or an ROR on count 2.
We can do $1 in RR on count 2.
Okay, $1. as to count one, PC, and that makes it an F1, right, Miss F? Bond is set at 10,000 on count one. Count three, 5,000.
Count two was $1.
Ma'am.
Also, Your Honor, just because it states it on here, is this with a Nebbia or no Nebbia?
Miss F, what are you requesting?
It'd be a Nebbia, the officer asked for it, if Your Honor looks at the first page.
Okay. Plus a Nebbia. All right, good luck to you, sir. Mikhail McCreath, I think we're pulling on page 17.
Yes, that's correction. That's right.
Okay, very good.
Your Honor, thank you for taking this out of turn. He's out on probation on F23-109-33. This is number 59 on page 17. For the state, I'm sorry.
Thank you.
He has to go to DV court. He has 2 DV cases
Okay, is he there?
coming.
How many times you gonna get up and go outside? You know, who, the ones that were sitting next to you. She got up like 8 times already.
I don't blame her, those seats are hard. All right, Mr. McCreath, you're charged with battery by strangulation. You are out on probation in a case in front of Judge Lopez. The court finds probable cause. Bond is set at 5,000. There's also going to be a stay away order in front of Binish Mahmood. You're to have no contact with that individual whatsoever. No contact, direct, indirect, third party, no contact. Do you understand that?
Yeah, he said yes.
All right, good luck to you, sir.
Good luck. Thank you.
Okay, so he has 5,000. Oh,
Next case is Derek Jackson.
They qualify for TAP. No enhancement, it should be possession.
All right. Good morning, sir. You're charged with, it's just going to be straight possession of cocaine. That's what I'm going to find PC for. Possession with intent to use drug paraphernalia. It's going to be TAP alternate 2,500 on count 1 and TAP alternate 500 on count 2. Good luck to you, sir. Javon Florent. All right, good morning, sir. You're charged with attempted felony murder, armed robbery with a firearm, and robbery with a deadly weapon. Are there any arguments at this time?
no, Judge.
The court finds probable cause. You're going to be held no bond on all counts temporarily as I'm signing an order to hold you for a pretrial detention hearing in front of the division judge. Ms. F, do you have any information about the stay away order? It's blank.
The victim's name wasn't listed on the back of the A form. Sorry. If Your Honor would make a note to have it read in division.
Okay. So you're to stay away from the alleged victim in this case. They're going to let you know who that is when you go to division, but you can't have any contact with that individual. Do you understand?
All right.
All right, good luck to you. Johnson Prosper.
He's a bond out, Judge.
Christian Tompkins. Is that you, sir?
Yes.
Okay,
Mr. Tompkins is being held on a probation violation, no bond.
see that. You're charged at this time with burglary of occupied structure while masked, criminal mischief 1,000 or more, and grand theft 3rd degree. The court finds probable cause. Bond on count 1 is 10,000, count 2, 5,000, count 3, 5,000. There's also a stay away order from 60 Car Rental located at 14350 West Dixie Highway. Do you understand you can't go there?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, good luck, sir.
You've got 3 cases.
Your Honor, he has 3 cases.
Oh, can you hand that back to me, Gus? I didn't see. No. Yeah.
The one that you just called, it was F-25-13884, Your Honor. What was the bond? 10,000?
Yeah, 10,000, 5,000, and 5,000. Sorry, now I see. Then there is 13896, burglary of unoccupied structure. Bond is set at 10,000. Actually, no, on that one I'm going to do, 10,000. And I don't know if I have a stay away order on that one.
That one, Judge. The name of the business, it just says cookies.
Okay, so you can't go back there. You understand?
Yes.
Then there's 13883, grand theft vehicle, possession of burglary tools.
So it should be a 3rd. It's a scooter. And the tools, I don't know if council wants to do $1.
We can do $1.
Okay, so count 1, bond is set at 5,000. I'm finding probable cause for a 3rd degree felony, and as to count 2, bond is set at $1. All right, good luck to you, sir.
Okay.
Roberto Silvera Sanchez. Do you speak English?
No.
With the assistance of the interpreter, sir, you're charged with battery on law enforcement officer.
Está acusado de haber agredido a un oficial de policía.
Court finds probable cause.
No, please do not speak about the facts of the case. Everything you're saying is being recorded and can be used against you.
La abogada les recomienda que por favor no diga absolutamente nada sobre el caso, ya que todo se está grabando y lo pueden usar en su contra.
Is he out on a misdemeanor, Miss F?
Yes, there's an open misdemeanor case.
And they gave him a straight bond 500 and 150.
But then he's got another, that M23 case too.
All right, bond on this case is set at 2,500. Good luck to you, sir.
En este caso es $2,500 de fianza.
Robert Drogi. You speak English?
Yes, Your Honor.
Charged at this time with aggravated assault with a firearm, possession of cocaine with a firearm, and open carry of a weapon. The court finds probable cause. You're to stay away from the alleged victim in this case with the initials EP. Do you live with that individual?
No, I do not. Not anymore.
Okay. So as to count 1, 2,500 plus house arrest level 1. Count 2, 2,500 plus house arrest level 1. And count 3, 150 plus house arrest level 1. And you understand you can't have any contact with that person, right?
Correct.
Right, good luck to you.
Thank you.
Angel Vilorio. Do you speak English?
No.
With the
No.
assistance of the interpreter. Looks like you're out on probation in front of Judge Gamez. And you're,
Parece que usted tenía probatoria en frente del juez Gámez.
you're charged with failure to register as a sexual predator.
Está usted, o sea, está acusado de no haberse inscrito como depredador sexual.
There's somebody on Zoom. I'm gonna promote them to a panelist. If they're here on what case they're here on. Requesting standard bond with the holds on Velorio.
Yep, there's gonna be a hold and bond is gonna be set at 2,500. All right, good luck to you, sir.
Thank you.
Ruben Green.
Green may qualify for pretrial.
Okay. Mr. Green, you're charged at this time with possession of cocaine and attempted tampering with physical evidence. The court finds probable cause as to count 1, it's pretrial services, alternate 2,500, count 2, pretrial services, alternate 2,500. Good luck to you, sir. Alexis Ratio.
So the whoever's, if the interpreter can help, if the person Victoria needs something from us, that they could unmute her on their camera. Let us know.
La persona de nombre Vicoya, ¿puede activar el micrófono? Is that person on the phone so I can explain the procedure, or is it on camera? Do you know?
I have no clue.
Okay, esa persona, Vicoya, ¿puede activar el micrófono para escucharlo? Si está en teléfono, puede presionar estrella 6 o asterisco 6. Vicoya, ¿me escucha?
One second. Hi, I'm here pertaining to someone named James Gooseby. I'm just trying to find out, has he been called yet? I've been on Zoom for like since 9:40.
I don't recall that name. Boothby?
James Gooseby.
Okay, so ma'am, just stand by.
If it hasn't been called yet, I'm gonna we can
Well,
maybe.
I'm sorry. I just didn't want him to be, because I know I joined. I was on another Zoom thinking that I was on the right one. I just want to
No,
make sure.
not yet. They haven't been called. I believe it's 2 individuals that are related, so they haven't been called.
Okay, thank you so much. I'll stay on.
Thank you. Does Mr. Ratio speak English?
No.
No, Judge, he's gonna need the interpreter.
Interpreter, so you're charged with petty theft, 2 or more convictions.
Está usted acusado de hurto menor, 2 o más acusaciones.
The court, no, clause.
2 o más condenas.
There's a lot of priors. I see a theft conviction from May 20th.
Hay bastantes antecedentes. Veo también una condena de mayo.
Bond is set at 1,000. There's
La
also
fianza. There's also what, Your Honor?
a order.
Entonces $1,000 de fianza y también hay una orden de alejamiento.
You can't go back to the Target on North Miami Avenue.
No puede ir a ese target más, por ahora, en North Miami,
Judge, would you be willing
en la
to
avenida North
have-
Miami.
No, not under this circumstance, no.
Excuse me.
I mean, unless the state stipulated.
Right, the state's requesting a bond because of the criminal history.
Yep. Next, please. Aciel Quintana Hernandez.
Bond out, Your Honor.
Kelvin Willis. Good morning, Mr. Willis. You're charged with possession of cocaine.
Sorry, that's not Mr. Willis, Judge,
Your
sorry.
Honor, can we please pass Mr. Willis for 1 minute? We could take Mr. Dennis.
Stevenson Dennis. Okay, Mr.
Sorry, this is Mr. Willis now.
Oh. Okay, Mr. Willis, you're charged with possession of cocaine and possession with intent to use drug paraphernalia.
The defendant was released from prison on March 2nd. State's requesting a bond.
All right, the court finds probable cause. Bond on count 1 is going to be set at 1,000 and count 2, 250. Good luck to you, sir. Stevenson Dennis. All right, Mr. Dennis, you're charged with armed robbery with deadly weapon. The court finds probable cause.
Is it an attempt or a completed crime? If it's an attempt, it would become a second-degree felony.
Okay, I see that. All right, so the PC is going to be for F2, but it's going to be a temporary no bond.
So just the motion's only for F1s, so it wouldn't be a motion for pretrial detention. I would only set a bond with house arrest. I'll withdraw the motion.
And Judge, I'd say that given his lack of priors, we'd be asking for a straight monetary bond.
Bond's going to be set at $10,000. There's going to be a stay away order. You have to stay away from Theodore Julmis. Do you understand that? You can't have any contact with him. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good luck to you, sir. Isaiah Edwards.
On his misdemeanor, they gave him $1 bond.
Okay. All right, good morning, sir. You're charged with trafficking in fentanyl, possession of cocaine, possession with intent to use drug paraphernalia.
The state did file a motion for pretrial detention.
The court finds probable cause. As to count 1, it's going to be a temporary no bond hold for you to be set over for a pretrial detention hearing. Count 2, bond is $2,500. Count 3, bond is $500. And I'm signing the order granting that temporary hold for pretrial detention hearing. Good luck to you, sir. Michael Cuero. Mr. Cuero, do you speak English?
Ma'am, I do.
You have 2 cases. F25-13912, possession with intent to sell cocaine and possession of cocaine within 1,000 feet of a church or convenience store. Count 1, the court finds probable cause. As to count 2, the court finds PC for 3rd-degree felony possession of cocaine. As to F25-13911, you're charged with driving while license suspended.
And
Court
Judge,
finds- Go ahead.
I'm not sure if it's clear. It says the defendant also has 2 previous DWLS. Obviously, I don't have his TPO in front of me. It's just unclear as to whether those are convictions.
Good point. Okay, so I'm going to find.
I can pull his TPO. It only takes a second. Let me look. Okay, so here we are. Right, so there's 2 DWS convictions. but they're dated. It looks like one was from 2013, another one from 2030.
It's not enumerated in the four corners of the A form.
But I think that Your Honor could rely on the traffic printout. It's reliable. But the misdemeanor is fine too.
PC for misdemeanor DW last bond will be set at 500 on that count. As to the other case, bond on count one, the fentanyl trafficking is set at 10,000. Count two, 2,500.
Sorry, Judge, you said fentanyl trafficking?
Yeah,
I'm sorry. My apologies. It was crack cocaine.
So, Your Honor, on case 13912, what was the bond? I'm sorry.
1,000 on count one and 2,500 on count two.
For the possession with intent within 1,000, it's first degree felony on count two.
I found PC for, I didn't see where it was a traffic stop, so I thought that since he
Okay, let's see. You're right. That's just where they stopped.
PC for a third degree felony on that one.
But it should be a second though, Judge, because it's with intents. No, it was 22 rocks and almost $500.
But isn't it duplicative then of count one?
Yeah.
Right. So, but the standard bond, 7,500 for a second degree felony.
But I'm gonna, that's why I'm saying, okay, even if I found for F2, I still think it's duplicative. So I'll find PC for F2.
Okay.
Get it 2,500 on that count.
You said 2,500?
Yeah. Yes.
So just to be clear, you're finding probable cause for count one, the F2. And then are you finding probable cause for the F3?
I changed my mind and found probable cause for an F2, but I still gave it the $2,500 bond.
So it's 20.
Best case, it's PC for a first degree misdemeanor, bond is set at 500.
Okay, so total 3,000.
Whatever it is. I set it aside. So
10%.
It's overstates objection. The bond's low.
But on case 13912 was 10,000 and 2,500, and on the other case was 500, correct?
Damn.
Was
Okay,
it
thank you.
10,000? Then I'll withdraw my objection. Okay.
That's what I said the whole time though.
I thought you said 1,000. Sorry, Judge.
No.
No, I'll withdraw my objection.
Arguing so hard on that one. Okay. All right. Christian Arias Acosta.
You speak English, sir?
Spanish.
Okay. With the assistance of the interpreter, you're charged with written threats to kill or do bodily harm.
Está acusado de amenazas para matar o de hacer daño físico.
So, Ms. Seth, you may have to help me out with this. This is labeled written threats, but does the statute also cover verbal? Because I don't see anything in writing.
It does. Let me pull the statute. 1 second. I think it encompasses electronic communication. Let me see.
Okay.
Judge, the specific statute.
Here, I pulled the statute so we can look at it.
Oh, written or electronic, 836-102A.
So it's not a telephone call, but a voicemail would count. So they're voice messages.
Okay. Do you live with the victim in this case?
Did you need the interpreter?
He needs the interpreter.
Okay.
Do you
So
live?
the question was, does he live with the victim?
¿Usted vive con la víctima?
No.
No.
All right, so it's gonna be 7,500 plus house arrest level 1.
Va a ser 7,500 más arresto en domicilio nivel 1.
With a stay away order from Yanet Kindelen.
Y una orden de alejamiento de Janet Kindelin.
You're You're gonna have no contact with her whatsoever, no direct, indirect, third party, no contact.
No puede tener ningún contacto con ella, sea directo, indirecto, ni a través de tercera persona.
You understand?
¿Ha entendido? Yes.
All right, good luck to you.
Buena suerte, caballero.
All right, Mr. Williams, you are charged at this time with grand theft, third degree.
It's an added charge unless I missed it. I didn't see the value.
It is an added charge.
Okay.
If you don't find PC on a petty.
PC for petty theft, bond is set at 250. And you're to stay away from the Macy's at 888 Southwest 136th Street. You understand? You can't go back there.
Yes, you have to stay away from the Macy's though. She's asking if you understand.
I have a petty theft.
She found probable cause for the petty theft. But you need to stay away from the Macy's. Do you understand? So, do you understand that you have to
Yeah.
stay away from the? He said he understands that he has to stay away from the Macy's.
Right, good luck,
Yeah.
sir. Trevone Johnson. Good morning, Mr. Johnson. You're charged in F 13889 with burglary of an unoccupied conveyance. The court finds probable cause on that case. In F 13831, you're charged with attempted burglary on occupied conveyance, resisting without violence, and contributing to the delinquency of a minor, of a child.
So defendant's 18 years old. I don't see criminal history. But he's out in the middle of the night trying to break into cars. I don't know if you're gonna do house arrest, make sure he only goes to school and work, stays out of trouble.
Yeah, I do find probable cause. All right, so as to the 13889, house arrest level 1.
Does you wanna do level 2, so maybe he could go to school or work?
Well, it's summertime now.
Did he finish high school?
Are you working?
He used to work.
Well, right now it's gonna be level 1. You can go back to the judge if you are able to.
So if he enrolls in school or gets a job, then maybe his judge will let him do that.
Yeah, exactly. But right now, level 1, alternate 2,500. Then on 13831, house arrest level 1. Alternate 2,500 as to count 1. And alternate 500 on each of counts 2 and 3.
On account 3? Okay, sorry about it. I'm sorry.
Count 3, alternate 500. Yep. All right. Good luck to you, sir. Joaquin Gonzalez. Mr. Gonzalez, do you speak English?
No, Judge, he needs the interpreter.
Interpreter, you're charged at this time with driving while license suspended, third and subsequent conviction.
Está usted acusado de haber conducido con la licencia suspendida por tercera vez
And resisting an officer without violence.
y de resistirse a un policía sin violencia.
The court finds probable cause.
Encuentra a la juez que sí hay motivos fundados.
Pretrial services alternate 2,500 on count 1.
Y se le deja en libertad con supervisión a través de pretrial services o 2,500 como cantidad alternativa.
Pretrial services alternate 500 on count 2.
Y también en libertad bajo la supervisión de pretrial services con la cantidad alterna de $500 de fianza.
Good luck to you, sir.
Muy buena suerte a usted, caballero.
Clinton Walker. All right, so you're charged at this time with sale of cocaine, possession of controlled substance, and possession with intent to use drug paraphernalia.
He also has a fugitive hold for Volusia County.
Is there a bond?
No bond.
All right, court finds probable cause as to count 1, 7,500, count 2, 2,500, count 3, 500. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you.
Joshua Harrison.
He's a bond out, Your Honor.
Okay. And there's 2 cases on it. Sandley Vernellis, is that you?
Yes.
Okay, you're charged with burglary of unoccupied structure and burglary unoccupied conveyance.
Telling you right now.
We got no priors here?
The only thing I saw was a reckless driving.
All right, the court finds probable cause. Pretrial services alternate 2,500 on count 1. Pretrial services alternate 2,500 on count 2. I don't have a stay away order on this one, Ms. F.
No, I didn't write one.
Okay. All right, good luck to you, Mr. Vernellis.
Good work.
John Vargas Solarte.
He's a bond.
He's a bond out.
Okay,
They say bond out?
bond out. Kinsky St. Villas, is that him?
Yeah, good morning, sir.
Morning. You're charged with DWLS habitual.
Corrections, he's got an ice hold.
Give me 1 second.
Okay.
He does.
Okay. So if you're no set a bond.
The court finds probable cause, bond is set at 2,500. Good luck, sir. Ruben Caicedo.
He's the bond out, Judge.
John Quavius Hunt.
Yes.
All right, good morning. You are out on bond on F-24-4371 in front of Judge Young. You'll go to him on Monday. In this case, you're charged with attempted burglary of an unoccupied conveyance, resisting without violence, contributing to the delinquency of a minor. Court finds probable cause, bond on count 1 is set at 2,500. Count 2, 500, count 3, 500. All right, good luck to you, sir. James Gooseby.
So that's gonna be,
This
three,
is senior.
but you have a felony hold for your other case.
Which one?
The F-24.
Your Honor, this is the gentleman that I guess a young lady was waiting for on Zoom.
Right, there's like a senior and a junior, right? Corrections? This is the senior.
I'm sorry. Yeah, there's 2. They're coming back to back.
Okay, yeah, this
This
is.
is Mr. James.
Sir, you're charged with possession of firearm by convicted felon, possession of cocaine, possession with intent to use drug paraphernalia. Court finds probable cause. Bond on count 1, 7,500. Count 2, 2,500. Count 3, 500. Good luck to you, sir.
Your
Four
Honor,
counts.
ROR count 4.
Oh, I didn't even see it. I apologize. Count 4. Oh, because there's 2
Two
counts.
counts of the possession of paraphernalia.
Okay. And then we have the younger James Goulby,
Sorry, what was count 4?
ROR. All right, good morning, sir. You're charged with armed robbery with a weapon and armed burglary of an unoccupied conveyance. The court finds probable cause. I'm holding you no bond pursuant to a pretrial detention motion. You'll go before the judge Monday to set a hearing on that. We don't have a name of a victim in this case, but
I don't have a judge, so if we can get the stay away order in division.
yeah, stay away order will be issued in the division. Good luck to you, sir.
I'm sorry, Judge, was there a bond as a count 2?
No, both are no bond holds for right now.
Okay.
Christopher Cockcroft. All right, good morning. You're charged with aggravated assault with a firearm and resisting without violence. The court finds probable cause. Bond on count 1, 5,000. Bond on count 2 is 500. There's also going to be a stay away order from Marceline Wiles. I know that's your mother, but you're not able to have any contact with her. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Good luck to you, sir.
John, add house arrest on this one.
Well, they live together. Do you have any
We
other?
have to find somewhere else to stay regardless. He's got a domestic violence, multiple prior domestic violence arrests.
Mr. Cockcroft, where are you going to live?
Probably my dad or my girlfriend's house.
All right. So what I'm going to do is it's going to be count 1, 2,500 plus house arrest level 1. 500 plus house arrest level 1 as to count 2. 25 and 5 plus house arrest. All right, good luck, sir. Lindsay Izquierdo.
Yeah, the whole for immigration.
Thank you. Good morning, sir. You speak English?
No.
Okay. With the interpreter, you're charged with aggravated assault with deadly weapon and battery.
Acusado de asalto de ataque con agravantes con un arma mortífera.
No mentira.
That's a lie.
No, I'm gonna ask that you don't speak about the facts of the case. Everything you're saying is being recorded and can be used against you.
Su abogada ha pedido que no hable del caso ya que todo está siendo grabado y puede ser usado en su contra.
The court finds probable cause, bond on count 1, 5,000, count 2, 1,000.
Entonces dice la juez que sí encuentra que hay motivos fundados, así que 5,000 en la primera acusación y 1,000 de fianza en la segunda acusación.
And you are to stay away from Christopher Cabachuela.
Tiene usted que mantenerse alejado por orden de la juez de Christopher Cabachuela.
You understand?
¿Ha entendido, caballero?
Sí, yo entiendo, pero que fue en mi casa.
Yes, but I understand, but that was in my house.
All right, well, you'll have to work it out. When your case gets set, you'll talk to your lawyer about that, okay?
Tendrá que resolver eso. Cuando se fije su caso, hablará usted con su abogado.
All right, good luck to you.
Buena suerte, caballero.
Ryan Jimenez. You
¿Usted habla inglés?
He does.
Thank you.
False imprisonment, battery, and petty theft. The court finds probable cause.
I see a bond's been raising their hand. I'm not sure if they're here for Mr. Jimenez.
Yeah, they are here.
Okay. I don't see any criminal history.
Are you requesting house arrest?
No, I mean, I think the bond's fine. He's got a bondsman here.
I have a bond.
Okay. Hi there, Mr. Sosa? Yes.
Oh, he's on mute.
There you
Can you
go.
hear me?
Yes, sir.
Wait, hold on. I don't know what's going on. Okay, yeah, so thank you, Judge. I have the mom and the dad here as well. The bondsman Sosa. I was just making sure that we can make sure that if no house arrest, if anything, if the state and the judge is okay to if you have to elevate the bond or something, and I'll put it on the contract that he has to also report once a week if need be. Whatever
Okay,
that's
that's
required.
great. I'm going to elevate the bond under those circumstances, but yes, once a week would be great. Bond on count 1 is 2,500, count 2, 1,000, count 3, 500. And Mr. Jimenez, you have to stay away from Stephanie Erickson. Do you understand that?
Yes.
All right, very good. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you, Judge, and the family says thank you as well.
Thank you.
Hey, everyone. Alexis Gonzalez.
Out on felony bond.
Thank you. You speak English?
Prefiero español.
You prefer Spanish, Judge?
Yes, Your Honor.
You're charged with attempted burglary, unoccupied structure, and possession of burglary tools.
Está usted acusado de intento de allanamiento y también de posesión de herramientas para robo.
The court finds probable cause.
Encuentra la juez que sí hay motivos fundados para estas acusaciones.
Bond on each count is 5,000 for a total of 10,000.
En cada acusación son $5,000. El total de la fianza es de $10,000.
You are to stay away from Lacey Casanova,
Se tiene que mantener alejado de Lacey Casanova,
in the location of 3820 West 11th Avenue in Hialeah.
y es en el lugar que con la dirección 3820 West 11 o Avenida 11 en Hialeah.
You understand?
¿Ha entendido, caballero?
Sí, yo quería decir algo.
Yes, and I want to say something.
I'm going to advise that you don't speak. Everything you say can be recorded and used against you.
La abogada le está aconsejando que no diga nada, ya que todo está siendo grabado y puede ser usado en su contra.
You will speak with your assistant public defender at a later time.
Okay.
Usted va a hablar con el abogado defensor de oficio que lo va a representar más adelante.
Wait.
Dorman Clother. All right, good morning. You're charged with possession of controlled substance and possession with intent to use drug paraphernalia. Looks like you're out on probation on F24-12019. That's in front of Judge Miranda. Bond on count 1 is 2,500. What was it said on the other one? On the drug paraphernalia? Is it
500.
500. Okay, you'll go back before Judge Miranda. Good luck to you, sir. Lawrence Andre. All right, good morning. You're charged with aggravated battery with a deadly weapon. Do you have anywhere else to live?
Yes.
The court finds probable cause. Bond is set at 7,500 plus house arrest, level 1. There's also going to be a stay away order from Natonia Riley. No contact with her whatsoever. No direct, indirect, third party, no contact. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
All right, good luck to you, sir. Benjamin Lukens. Is this an added charge? Yeah.
Yes.
Your Honor, Mr. Lucan, he's out of facility. He refused court. This is an added charge.
All right, counsel, do you waive his appearance?
We waive.
Bond is set at 2,500. Georges August.
He refused, Your Honor. This is an added charge.
Is it an adjunct? Any sure corrections?
I apologize. This is a Ward D, I meant to say.
Okay, so reset word D.
Ward D. Reset 7-4.
Sorry, this is August.
August.
Thank you.
William Alvarado.
This is an added charge. He refused court.
Okay, do you waive?
We waive.
All right, court finds probable cause, bond on count 1, 5,000, count 2, 2,500. Eddie Jean Baptiste,
Added charge, he refused.
and this was reset previously, right?
Right, he wasn't brought to court yesterday.
Counsel, you want to waive his appearance?
Oh, we can waive. This for Mr. Jean-Baptiste?
Yes.
Yeah. Court finds probable cause, bond is set at 2,500. Jorge Pau Figueroa. 2 cases.
He refused.
Do you waive? These are added charges.
Added
We
charge.
waive.
Bond is set at 2,500 on each count. Court finds probable cause. Is that one? All right, very good. We'll see everyone back at 1:30.
Thank you, Judge.
1:30. Well, I don't want 2 o'clock, but yeah, 1:30 is.
Hey, you were late already this morning.
So, so Your Honor, you want the interpreter here at 1:30? Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
All right, have a good one, everyone. We'll see you then.
So what time are we coming back?
I think the judge said 1:30.
All right, thank you. Hopefully we won't be bombed this afternoon.
Do you swear or affirm the testimony you are about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? If so, say I do.
¿Juran todos, afirman que el testimonio que están a punto de ofrecer será la verdad, solo la verdad, nada más que la verdad? Díganlo, juro.
All right. Want to swear in the interpreter also?
Madam Interpreter, have you been sworn in today?
In the morning, yes.
Okay, that's good enough.
Good enough for me. All right. All right. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Judge Wolfson. I'm going to preside over the hearings this afternoon. Unless otherwise noted, the public defender is appointed. And if there are any immigration issues that the court needs to consider, I will be relying on the state and corrections to advise me. I see Mr. Beckham and Mr. Heller on. If you want to give me the names of your clients, and I can try to pull them out so we can take them earlier. Mr. Beckham.
Good afternoon, Judge. My client's name is Daniel Rincon with an R.
Okay.
I think he's on
Page 6. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. There it is. So corrections, if you can pull that for us. And then as soon as you have Mr. Rincon, let me know and I'll take care of that one. And then how about you, Mr. Heller? Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Judge. Daniel Cook, I believe he's also on page 6.
Yes.
Okay. Yep, here it is. Got it. Okay. So corrections, you'll just let us know when those guys are ready and I'll call those out of turn.
They're coming to the podium now, Your Honor.
Sorry.
They're coming up now.
Oh, now? Okay, excellent. All right, that looks like Mr. Rincon, right? Yeah. Mr. Rincon, do you speak English?
Señor Rincón, ¿habla inglés?
No, no hablo inglés.
No, I don't speak English.
Sir, your charge at this time with unlawful sexual activity was specified minor and interference with custody.
Muy bien, señor. Buenas tardes. Usted está enfrentando acusaciones de haber tenido contacto sexual ilícito con un o una menor especificado. Your Honor, could you read the second charge for the interpreter one more time?
Interference with custody.
Y además con interferir en custodia o tutela.
Are there any probable cause arguments?
¿Algún argumento de motivo fundado?
Your Honor, good afternoon. Justin Beckham on behalf of Daniel Rincon.
Su señoría, buenas tardes. Me presento Justin Beckham representando al señor Rincón.
I have reviewed the arrest form, and whereas I don't have an objection to the unlawful sexual activity with a minor,
He revisado el informe de arresto y aunque no tengo ninguna objeción a la acusación de contacto sexual ilícito con menor,
I do not believe that Mr. Rincon interfered with any custodial relationship, and certainly the arrest form indicates a consensual relationship, although I understand the ages of consent might not be correct.
no estoy de acuerdo con la alegación de interferencia de ningún tipo de relación de custodia o tutelaje, aunque el informe de arresto indique otra cosa. Yo tengo entendido que esta relación fue consensuada, aunque también comprendo que la edad de consentimiento es otro tema diferente.
What
And
is,
Your Honor,
I'm sorry, Mr. Beckham, I thought you were done. Go ahead.
no, just to finish off, this was a surrender, long negotiated. My client surrendered last night, and this has been going on for a bit. Just wanted you to know, let the court know, I'd like the bond to be reduced to whatever appropriate monetary figure the court deems proper in this case.
Entonces, su señoría, para culminar, quería dejarle saber que su entrega ha sido negociada. Esto viene ocurriendo a través de unos cuantos días ya, a través de un buen tiempo. Anoche justamente él se entregó y como mencioné, esta entrega había sido negociada y estamos pidiendo por favor que se haga una reducción de la fianza monetaria, cualquiera que esa sea que usted considere apropiada, que por favor se tome en consideración una reducción.
Ms. F?
So I think that there is PC for the custodial interference because according to the A form, he would take her to motels, Airbnbs without the parents' knowledge or consent.
Creo que tenemos motivo fundado suficiente para la acusación de haber interferido con el tutelaje o custodia de él o la menor, dado que aquí se indica que la o le llevaba a moteles, a Airbnbs, sin tener consentimiento de parte de los padres.
In terms of the bond amount, I see no criminal history, but the A form says he lives in Bradenton.
En cuanto a la reducción de fianza, aquí no veo historial delictivo, pero también se indica que vive en Bradenton.
Right, and he's from Venezuela. I don't know how long he's been in the US.
Es de Venezuela, no sé cuánto tiempo lleva en los Estados Unidos.
Your Honor, he does live in Bradenton, and obviously came down to Miami, and he works in Bradenton and has for some time. We scheduled this on a very certain specific date around his job, so he's doing well in Bradenton, and obviously I'm going to be representing him for the pendency of the case, and I don't think there's any problem with him or his counsel being able to show up in court and waive his presence if necessary.
Su señoría, él vino acá a Miami y está trabajando en Bradenton. Todo esto ha sido pensado alrededor de sus días de trabajo, teniendo en cuenta que a él le va muy bien allí en Bradenton en el trabajo, está teniendo un buen desempeño. Yo voy a estarle representando, obviamente le estoy dando la cara como su abogado y lo haré durante toda la extensión de este caso y no va a haber ningún problema.
Ms. F, what is your position as to the monetary amount?
Señora fiscal, ¿cuál es su posición en cuanto a la fianza monetaria, al monto?
No less than standard with the stay away order.
Menos de lo preestablecido con orden de alejamiento.
I'm going to set bond on count 1 at $7,500 and count 2 $2,500 for a total of $10,000.
Voy a establecer fianza en cargo 1, $7,500, cargo 2, $2,500 para un total de $10,000.
There will also be a stay away order in favor of the victim with the initials AV.
Además, se impondrá una orden de alejamiento favoreciendo a la víctima cuyas iniciales son AB.
You are to have no contact with that individual whatsoever, direct, indirect, through a third party, no contact.
Usted sepa que no puede tener absolutamente ningún tipo de contacto con ese individuo persona. Hay absolutamente no contacto significa que no le puede contactar ni de forma directa, ni indirecta, ni de ninguna manera, ni terceras personas, ni nada.
You understand, Mr. Rincon?
¿Lo entiende, señor Rincón?
Lo entiendo.
I understand.
Anything else, Mr. Beckham?
No, Judge, thank you very much and have a wonderful 4th of July holiday and weekend.
Thank you. You too. Take care.
No hay ningún otro pendiente por parte del abogado defensor.
Let's call up Daniel Cook. Good afternoon, Mr. Cook. You're charged with possession with intent to sell cocaine and the unlawful use of a communications device. Your lawyer, Mr. Heller, is here on the line. Are there any probable cause arguments?
Judge, not on the cocaine possession, but the communication device, I mean, kind of weak. I mean, they usually tack that on. It says that the undercover officer messaged Mr. Cook. I understand it's probably text messaging, but could be smoke signals. I have no idea, but not to be cute or coy, but I would just ask Judge for the standard bond on cocaine possession with intent, just one count. I don't see why we have to double it. And maybe a minimal bond or ROR on the communications device. That doesn't always get charged anyway.
So he negotiated with the CI and he sold cocaine twice. I think it was small amounts.
You know, UC, not CI. It was
Sorry,
UC.
UC. I think it was small amounts. He's
Yeah.
20. I don't know if you're gonna do maybe 5,000 each count 1 and 2. $1 on count 3. I think there's PC for it.
Yeah, that was a very weak argument, but I would just ask if we could just maybe 5,000 for just one total for count 1 and 2, if that's possible, Judge.
Count 1 is 2,500. Count 2 is 2,500. Count 3 is $1. Anything else, Mr. Heller?
Perfect. No, you have a wonderful July 4th weekend. And Ms. F, thank you very much for furnishing the copy of the arrest warrant. Have a great weekend, everybody.
Thank you. Take care. Tracy Rickerby. All right, good afternoon, ma'am. You're charged at this time with criminal mischief, $1,000 or more. The court finds probable cause. It's going to be pretrial services with an alternate of 2,500. There's also going to be a stay away order. You're to stay away from EB, the victim with initials EB. Do you understand that?
I'm gonna ask that you don't speak about the facts of the case. Everything is being recorded. You'll speak with an attorney after to discuss the facts.
Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck to you, ma'am. Christina McDuffie. All right, good afternoon, Ms. McDuffie. You're charged in 2 separate cases, 2 counts of organized scheme to defraud, 2 counts of grand theft 3rd degree, and 1 count of uttering a forged instrument or check. The court finds probable cause. Any release arguments?
Judge, given her lack of priors, I would request that she be released to pretrial services.
Ms. F?
That's fine, Judge.
All right, so as to the 2 counts of organized scheme to defraud, it's pretrial services, alternate 2,500. actually, as to all counts, it's gonna be pretrial services, alternate 2,500.
Both cases as well?
Yes. So 2,500 times 6 as alternate of pretrial services. All right, good luck to you, ma'am. Sean Harris.
On both of the traffic cases, he received a bond of $150 each.
Thank you. Is this Sean Harris?
Yes.
Okay, very good. You're charged with fleeing and eluding a police officer, resisting without violence, and a misdemeanor wearing a mask charge. I don't even know what is that, Miss F?
You can get the facts. She was wearing a ski mask when the police stopped her. See?
All right, the court finds probable cause as to count 1, it's pretrial services, alternate 2,500, I'm ordering her in. Count 2, pretrial services, alternate 500.
I think a bond is appropriate. So here, I pulled the mask. Yeah, so I think there's PC on the mask charge. So she's fleeing from the police. She's wearing a ski mask. Also, let me see. Right, she wouldn't follow the officer's commands, but you want to do house arrest rather than the pretrial. It says she only struck the officer when she fled.
Look, I'm not diminishing in any way, Ms. Harris, that this was outrageous behavior, but given the lack of priors, I'm going to do pretrial with alternates. So alternate 20.
State's objection.
I understand. Thank you. Alternate 500 and alternate 150. Good luck to you, ma'am. Jose Martinez Rodriguez.
His traffic, he received a bond of $150.
Thank you.
Well,
Does this one come up as a signal of any kind?
Yeah, you put 400.
All right, Mr. Martinez Rodriguez, do you speak English?
Oh, sorry, Judge. This is Mr. Martinez Rodriguez.
Isn't that what I said? I think.
It's a having a name, Martinez Rodriguez.
What about it?
Sorry, that was Mr. Eric Rodriguez, who's the next person. This is Mr. Martinez Rodriguez. I'm sorry.
You need the interpreter?
No,
Señor, ¿necesita el intérprete?
No.
You're charged at this time with driving while license permanently revoked. The court finds probable cause, setting bond at 2,500. Good luck to you, sir. Now we need Eric Rodriguez.
Yeah. You speak English?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you're charged with petty theft, prior conviction, and possession with intent to use drug paraphernalia.
Sorry, Judge. I have retail theft with a prior conviction for which I actually have PC arguments.
I'll agree.
I believe it should
I'll
be
agree
petty.
to third-degree felony petty theft with a prior conviction.
I apologize. Yeah, all right. PC.
Your Honor, do you have him out on felony bond?
I do. F259378. So you're going to have to go back before Judge Rodriguez on Monday. And I'm going to be setting bond on count 1 at 2,500 and on count 2, 150. And you have to stay away from the Publix at 601 Northwest 2nd Avenue. Do you understand? Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck, sir. Dean Lietzau.
On out, Your Honor.
Thank you. Brandon Guerriere. Good afternoon, sir. You're charged with possession of firearm by convicted felon and resisting without violence.
And Judge, I have a PC argument as to count one.
Go ahead.
Judge, I don't believe they can prove that he possessed the firearm. The allegations are that he went inside a house. It doesn't specify whose house it is, nor was there anything, one moment, nor is there anything inside the house that indicates that the house belongs to Mr. Guerriere. And then it says inside the unlocked residence where Mr. Brandon Guerriere was observed inside an unlocked bedroom with a loaded firearm within his immediate wingspan. It was not on his actual person. The state would have to prove either constructive possession, and I don't believe that there's sufficient facts in this A form to allege that.
Ms. F?
I think there's enough for constructive possession. He was inside of the room with a loaded gun. It says within his immediate wingspan.
Right, however, it doesn't indicate whether the firearm was visible.
Yeah, I think we should set this over for a PC hearing tomorrow. 7-4. Edison Moss. Ready to go to Edison Moss.
Judge, we don't have to set Mr. Guerriere for a PC hearing. We just asked the court to set a monetary bond on F2, on the F2 charge.
All right. So back on Brandon Guerriere.
He's got priors.
Go ahead.
He's got priors out of county. He was released from prison in August. Actually, I'm sorry, not out of county, locally. He was released from prison in August.
Count 1, bond is set at 7,500. Count 2, 500. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you so much. Appreciate you.
And Moss. All right, good afternoon, Mr. Moss. You're charged with possession of controlled substance, cocaine. The court finds probable cause and bond is set at 2,500.
Judge, I don't think it says white powdery substance. I don't know if it actually said cocaine. I'm okay with the program in light of the issue.
He's got.
I know, but it's possession case.
All right, I'm going to set bond at 500.
Okay.
Khalili Fripp. Out on bond.
On bond on F23 24255.
Ma'am. All right, good afternoon, Mr. Tripp. You are out on bond on a case in front of Judge Gonzalez in Division 3. So there's going to be a hold for that case. You're charged with possession of controlled substance, criminal mischief 1,000 or more, and resisting without violence. The court finds probable cause. Count 1, bond is set at 2,500. Count 2 and 3, 2,500 each. And count 4, 500. Good luck to you. Renee Ferrer Garcia.
Judge, he's gonna need the Spanish interpreter.
Present.
Aquí.
Yo no sé inglés.
Sí, es un intérprete de español niño.
All right, good afternoon, sir.
Buenas tardes, señor.
You're
Buenas
charged with possession of controlled substance.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Señor, ¿usted está enfrentando acusaciones de haber estado en tenencia de sustancias reguladas?
The court finds probable cause.
Este tribunal determina que hay motivo fundado.
It's going to be pretrial services, alternate 2,500.
Le vamos a imponer el programa de servicios previo a juicio con una fianza alternativa de $2,500.
Good luck, sir.
Buenas tardes, señor. Tenga buena suerte.
Gabe Trimmingham. Mr. Trimmingham? All right, good afternoon. You're charged with possession of controlled substance. The court finds probable cause, pretrial services, alternate 2,500. Good luck, sir. Joe Bogan.
Your Honor, I have him out on felony bond F 25-11256.
Yes. All right, Mr. Bogan, good afternoon. You're out on bond in a case in front of Judge Altfield. You're now charged with possession of controlled substance. The court finds probable cause. Bond is set at 2,500. You'll go back before Judge Altfield on Monday. Good luck to you, sir. Roberto Montanez. Do you speak English?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Your
Charged-
Honor, his traffic, he received a dollar bond.
Thank you. You're charged with possession with intent to sell cocaine, unlawful use of a communications device, possession of cannabis, 20 grams or less. What's the communication device on this one?
So he got a text, 1 second. He got it, they found a phone, and on the phone, there was a text message which said, don't bring me anything. I already purchased it from someone else. So he's using his phone to assist in selling the drugs.
All right, the court finds probable cause. Bond on count 1 is set at, actually. Do you have any objection to pretrial services?
State's
No
requesting
objection.
bond- State's requesting bond because he's selling drugs.
Okay.
And Judge,
I'm-
he has no local priors.
No local
Well,
priors.
he has a withhold from a couple weeks ago, from June 10th.
Bond on count 1 is set at 2,500, count 2, 2,500, and count 3, 500. Good luck to you, sir. Luis Hernandez Gonzalez.
Bond out.
Gus gets excited every time you say that.
Are you?
Chuan Evans.
Bond out, Your Honor.
Damian Edgerson.
He's out on felony bond F 25-7995, Your Honor.
Good afternoon, sir. You're charged at this time with battery on law enforcement officer, possession of controlled substance, and misdemeanor battery. Court finds probable cause. Any release arguments at this
He's
time?
out on bond, Judge.
Say it again.
He's
Oh,
out on
yeah,
bond.
right, he's out on bond. Okay. Count one, 2,500, count two, 2,500, count three, 1,000. And you're gonna go back before Judge Cruz on Monday, and you're to stay away from Louise Millings. Do you understand that? That's the alleged victim in the case. Do you understand? Do you understand?
Oh,
Yes,
he said
yes,
yes.
yes.
Thank you. Good luck, sir. Sebastian Gomez.
Chinese Reset Medical.
Kiddo. Reset 7-4. Joseph Gorman. Good afternoon, sir. Mr. Gorman, you're charged at this time with resisting with violence and disorderly conduct in an establishment. The court finds probable cause. Count one, pretrial services.
But he can't do pre-trial. He's from Kansas. It looks like he made
I forgot to look at that. So bond is set at 2,500 on count one and 150 on count two. You're to stay away from the Fountain Blue Hotel on Miami Beach. Do you understand?
He said yes.
Thank you. Victor Jose,
Why postpone?
out on bond, F-20. Do you speak English?
Yes, he does.
You're charged with possession of cocaine. The court finds probable cause. Bond is set at 2,500. There's a hold for Judge Gonzalez Marquez. You'll see her on Monday. Good luck to you, sir. Jose Tunon Marino. Do you speak English?
He prefers Spanish, Judge.
Present, Your Honor.
You're charged with grand theft, third degree, and dealing in stolen property.
Muy bien, señor. Buenas tardes. Usted está enfrentando acusaciones de hurto en mayor cuantía en tercer grado y además de negociar con artículos hurtados.
Sí, entiendo.
I understand.
The court finds probable cause.
Este tribunal determina motivo fundado.
State or defense, any release arguments?
Defensa, fiscalía, algún argumento con relación a la liberación.
Judge, he has no local priors. He does have a local address. I'd ask for pretrial services.
Su señoría, él no tiene antecedentes locales, tiene una dirección local. Pido el servicio previo a juicio.
State's requesting a bond 2,500 each count.
La fiscalía está solicitando monetario 2,500 en cada una de las acusaciones.
Count one, pretrial services alternate 2,500. Count two, pretrial services alternate 2,500.
3 counts.
Cargo 1, el programa de servicios previo a juicio con una alternativa de 2,500. Cargo 2, el programa de servicios previo a juicio con una alternativa de 2,500.
Yeah, sorry about that. And three, pretrial alternate 2,500.
3, el programa de servicios previo a juicio, alternativa 2,500.
I think I gave you one thing to me. Sammy Lee Frazier. Is he out on misdemeanors?
Yes. He's got one open misdemeanor.
All right, sir, you're charged with petty theft, 2 or more convictions. The court finds probable cause and bond is set at 2,500. Hendrick Justin. Out on bond, F-25 12057. Good afternoon, sir. You're charged with possession of firearm by convicted felon.
And Judge, I have a PC argument for this case as well.
Go ahead.
Judge, I don't believe there's any facts in the A form that shows that he has been adjudicated as a felon. It cites to court dockets for juvenile cases. However, it does not necessarily indicate that those are convictions, again, for felony cases. Moreover, looking at his local priors, I don't see any convictions, any felony convictions. So I'd argue that there's no PC for the F2 possession of a firearm by a convicted felon or adjudicated delinquent minor.
I see.
But he was adjudicated delinquent, so the statute.
I see juvenile adjudications in the A form.
Which is sufficient for the statute.
The court finds probable cause and bond will be set at 7,500, and you'll go back before Judge Block on Monday. Good luck, sir. Tavon Michael.
On out, Your Honor.
Corrections, he didn't have an open case? Can you just look into it? Can we pass it a second?
There's like an F24, right?
Right. If necessary, we can reset it for tomorrow.
Okay, 1 second, we're trying to call and see now.
Okay.
Hold on to that one, Gus. Taylor Blanc. Is that who's standing there?
Out on probation, Your Honor.
Mr. Blanc, you're charged at this time with possession of firearm by convicted felon or delinquent. You're on probation in front of Judge Hernandez in F23-23885. So there's gonna be a hold. You'll go back before her. Court finds probable cause and bond is set at 7,500. All right, good luck to you, sir.
Sorry, Judge, could I make a quick probable cause argument in this case?
Yeah.
Judge, it appears that this vehicle was jointly occupied. I'm not sure there's any indication in the A form that shows that Mr. Blanc knew that there was a firearm in the vehicle. The state would have to prove constructive possession of knowledge and ability to manipulate the firearm. As such, I would argue that there's no probable cause for this charge.
So let's see.
I see that the defendant was located in the rear driver's side of the vehicle within arm's reach of the loaded magazine.
Correct, but that there's not an indication that he was aware that the firearm was in the vehicle at that time. It appears to be located in the back.
I think it's enough for probable cause, but I understand that this, at trial, it's a higher burden.
Bond will be set at 1,000 on that charge. Georges August.
Oh, I believe he was the reset from this morning, Ward D.
Yeah.
Your corrections?
Oh, wait. $1,000. And then you're Ishart?
Do we have Mr. August?
No, he was the Ward D from this morning. I believe we had to reset him to
Already to tomorrow. Okay.
Yeah, he's reset to tomorrow.
Okay.
Carlos Acharte Rodriguez. Added charge?
Are you calling for Mr. Carlos Irate Rodriguez, Your Honor?
Yes.
He refused.
You waive his appearance.
We do.
All right. Charged with battery by detainee, bond is set at 2,500. Jose Alvarado, added charge.
Refused as well, Your Honor.
Waive.
We waive.
Court finds probable cause, bond is set at 2,500. Donald Williams Grubbs. I don't have the priors on this one.
That was a write-in, Your Honor.
Right. I don't have any information about that case, Judge. The state was
Bond out, so I don't know that.
Yes.
It was a mistake.
Corrections asked us to bring that one back up because they said it was a bond out, but she's still here.
Okay. All right. Do you speak English?
No.
You're charged with driving while license permanently revoked. What, do I have any priors on this one, Ms. F?
Judge, I don't even know if I could have the case number. It wasn't on the calendar.
F25-13794. The only reason is because I'm contemplating pretrial services, so.
Hold on, let me see.
They said bond out, but he's still there because of immigration.
Corrections, does he have an immigration hold?
No, Your Honor. He
No?
could not bond out. No, Your Honor, he doesn't have an immigration hold and he could not bond out.
Just financially. I mean, there were other impairment.
Judge, honestly, I don't have, I see some priors that if pretrial is willing to take him, the state won't object.
Pretrial services, alternate 2,500. Let's just see. All right, good luck to you, sir.
Thank you.
Gus has it right. And we pass to Von Michael, Meikle, to see what is
Can we
going
stand
on.
by for a minute? We're going to see, can we get him?
Yeah. Yeah, the charges that look like they're open are serious-ish.
Judge, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Mr. Mikely is a bond out?
He tried to bond out, but they probably won't let him because he's got an open case.
So is he?
Corrections is gonna see whether or not they can bring him.
Okay.
Yeah, I would be very surprised if this guy was bonded out. And slightly troubled.
Mom was there.
I know. So exciting. I'm gonna shut my audio off.
I'm good, thank you so much. Ready or not? Thank you.
And I think you're a fellow Westerner like me.
Yes, indeed.
Oh God, she has such good company for life. It's going to Ohio.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. It's a big deal. I wish we could go this weekend, actually, but we just came back not too long ago.
I don't have. My parents have passed and I don't have a lot of family up there. You know, my best friend lives there. I did get to go back there for a while. I was going back and forth for not fun reasons. Staying for, you know.
Yeah.
But I got to go back and speak at my high school. That was a really cool thing.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
very nice.
Yeah. So that was like finally I was like, okay, I'm back home.
Yeah.
For something that's happy.
Yeah, no, of course, of course. It's always nice to go back. My mom is still living, but my father passed a few years ago and my whole family's there. So,
yeah,
you know, my sisters and, you know, all their kids. That's awesome. Like to go home and like get a reset. It's very different from Miami.
When are you going back?
So we just came back from.
No, permanent.
Oh, I don't know.
The winters, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I can handle those winters.
It's a lot cheaper over there than here.
It's good for like a weekend, but
Yeah,
anything more I get on board.
yeah. No, he'll tell you that so I'm about 6 years away from 30 years in the state. I theoretically could retire at that time. And my husband and I talk a lot about living in a small town,
Yeah.
not in the Midwest, because I don't want winter.
Right.
But maybe somewhere where I can keep the house here and then go there, you know, and the weather is
Right.
ideal in both places.
Right. You're in Illinois, right?
Yes, we were about 25 minutes east of St. Louis. There was police in big city there, but I didn't go in the same.
Yeah.
And the towns were little, very small.
Yeah, and it's super cold. The winters are just brutal, like, and they've gotten worse year after year.
Yeah, and but also where I grew up, and I drove, I was like pretty schizophrenic with.
Yeah.
It would be February and it would be like 0 one day and 50 the next.
I think that's just changed over time.
Yeah.
Attributed to global warming or not, but I think it's changed a lot. You know, it used to not be like that. You used to have 4 seasons. They're not so much like that anymore. It goes from extreme hot in summer to like cold. You have a very short fall.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I can copy this actually.
That's even 20.
Mr. Brew, I don't think we're gonna need the interpreter for the last defendant. If you wanna go.
We're covering on the 21st.
I have to wait if they needed the interpreter.
Okay,
Sorry, but thank you.
I tried.
Copy this to you. So you know.
I'm ready.
Why'd you shut it up? Case number. That's 25 one.
Hey, Your Honor, he's here.
Back in time and, well, we're gonna see each other. My daughter's at Carrollton too.
Yeah.
So- Nice to meet you. You
Lovely. Thank you so much for doing this. This is wonderful.
It's a pleasure.
Yeah.
I love my high school kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah.
It's great. We have such great mentors at the school. It's
Really
a wonderful thing.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I'm really thankful for that too. All right, you guys.
All
Yeah, I
right.
hope it's not boring right now again.
No, I think it's, there's a reprieve. I don't know if it's coming back,
Thank you
but
for
it's
my
summer.
treat that you guys brought. That was very nice.
Of course.
This time of day, those are needed.
That shot us.
I'll see you soon. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you so much.
All right, I'm back. This is Mr. Michael. All right, sir, you're charged at this time with fleeing and eluding possession of a weapon while committing an offense and resisting without violence. Looks like you are out on bond in F-24-17438A. Are there any probable cause arguments? Count 1, 2,500, count 2, 2,500, count 3, 500. Good luck to you, sir. All right, folks, that's a wrap. Thank you, guys. It's been fun. Take care.
Happy 4th.
Happy 4th.